INS Arighaat, India's second nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine, was commissioned on Thursday in Visakhapatnam. INS Arighaat. It's a nuclear-powered submarine. It's a big statement of intent made by India, and this nuclear-powered submarine can carry up to 12 K-15 submarine-launched ballistic missiles. Now, these missiles have a range of between 700 and 800 kilometers, or it can also carry 4 nuclear-armed K-4 submarine-launched ballistic missiles, and these missiles have a huge range of over 3,000 kilometers, and that makes Indian Navy virtually invincible in the Indian Ocean region. And there's more. There are more submarines in the works, including nuclear attack submarines that India is working on. Bigger nuclear submarines. I want to quickly cut across to India Today's Shiv Arur, who joins us for more on this. And Shiv, what a statement being made by India on dominating the Indian Ocean region. Now with the commissioning of the second nuclear-powered submarine, INS Arighaat today, the silent killer on the prowl, Shiv.
A very big milestone day, Gaurav, for India's strategic deterrent. One of the most complex things to build, a nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine. The second that India has built has just been welcomed into service. She's called INS Arihant. She's taken her time to come, but finally she's in service. We do know that today there was the media was obviously kept out of the commissioning ceremony for obvious reasons, but Raksha Mantri, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh was there to commission INS Arihant into service with the Indian Navy. As you know, the Indian Navy is the operator of the submarine, but the submarine itself is administered by India's Strategic Forces Command, which is India's nuclear command, because this is not an ordinary conventional weapon. The INS Arihant, like its elder sister INS Arihant, is a ballistic missile submarine, which means it's part of India's nuclear deterrent. These aren't submarines that you put into harm's way or put out to war. These are basically there to send a message to India's adversaries that should you provoke India using nuclear weapons of any kind, then the weapons fired from submarines like these will basically translate into your destruction, and make no mistake of that. Now, the INS Arihant, we do know, is much more advanced. It's a similar sized submarine to the INS Arihant, which was commissioned a few years ago and is already in service with the nuclear command. The INS Arihant is better in every way. Similar size, but more missiles, a more advanced combat system. Obviously, nuclear powered. Many internal structures have been optimized a great deal. Many of the learnings from the Arihant submarine have been incorporated in the Arighaat. So in every possible way, it is it's a much higher performing submarine than its elder sister. So the Indian Navy, the Strategic Forces Command, very much in a mood to welcome this second platform. Remember, for a long time, India had that one boomer, as they're called, nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines. Now India has 2. They will be building. There are plans to build 2 more of a similar kind. Then India has plans to build, a nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine almost double the size of the Arighaat and the Arihant. About 12,000 tons, which would truly be an enormous strategic platform. And we also know, Gaurav, that the Indian government is involved in trying to build nuclear-powered attack submarines as well. So everything is coming along really, really well. A big momentous day for the commissioning crew of INS Arihant.
And that truly, truly shows India's capabilities. Atmanirbhar Bharat, truly. Shiv, for joining me here. Many thanks. The silent killer on the prowl in the Indian Ocean region or anywhere across, because these silent killers, they're underwater. They could be anywhere, but then there is an assured second strike, should there be, God forbid, an attempt on India. These are weapons of deterrence.